signal was detected on August 15th, 1977 by Dr. Jerry Amen. It's the most popular possible signal from aliens that we've found.
45 years ago, we received a strange signal from the universe, which came to be known as the WOW signal. The origins of this signal are still shrouded in mystery. From where this signal came, or who sent it, is still unknown. While in the real world, its mystery stands unsolved, it's not so in the latest Netflix science fiction series Three-Body Problem. So how exactly is this WOW signal connected to the sci-fi saga Three-Body Problem? On the night of August 15, 1977, Ohio State University's radio telescope, dubbed the Big Ear, received a strange signal. That intense spike, surrounded by silence, was so fantastic that the astronomer decoding the data, Jerry Amen, circled the data, and wrote, "WOW," beside it. And thus, this intriguing spike received from the vastness of space, perhaps by an alien civilization, came to be known as the WOW signal. The Big Ear was under use by the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence Forum at that time, and the WOW signal had all the characteristics of what we would expect a signal from an alien civilization to be like. Cornell University physicists Philip Morrison and Giuseppe Cacconi had suggested in a 1959 paper that if aliens ever sent a signal out in the universe, it would be at a frequency of 1420 MHz, which is naturally emitted by hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe, and the WOW signal is at that very frequency. Amen and his colleagues were left astonished by this eerie signal. Amen and other teams made attempts to listen in the same direction again, but none were successful in receiving another such signal. Explanations suggesting a natural or human-made origin for the signal have been unsatisfactory, and the WOW signal remains the strongest candidate for the detection of a radio signal sent by an alien civilization. In fact, in a 2019 interview, Amen stated, "I'm convinced that the WOW signal certainly has the potential of being the first signal from extraterrestrial intelligence." The latest Netflix hit, Three-Body Problem, uses the WOW signal as a plot device to drive forward the wild 8-episode alien invasion epic, spanning centuries. All 8 episodes of this latest sci-fi saga premiered on Netflix on March 21st. It provides its own spin to the WOW signal. While we're still not sure from what or who this signal came from, in the series, this signal is a real message from intelligent aliens beyond Earth. A Chinese astrophysicist then invites the aliens to Earth in response to this message, setting off a chain of events which cause mayhem on Earth. Coming back to the real world, various science fiction authors have raised similar concerns about organizations attempting to communicate with extraterrestrial civilizations of their own accord, without a solid research backing by any institution. This leads us to the dark forest hypothesis, which comes to the conclusion that alien civilizations don't contact each other because they consider others hostile, and believe that communication is dangerous. Chinese author Liu Cixin explored this concept in his 2008 novel The Dark Forest, from which this hypothesis picked up its name. This hypothesis is one of the possible explanations for the Fermi paradox, which contrasts the lack of contact by an alien civilization with the huge potential for existence of such an alien life. The Dark Forest is the second book in Liu Cixin's trilogy, Remembrance of Earth's Past, which explores the dark forest theory and some of its implications. It is on the first novel of this trilogy, The Three-Body Problem, which came out in 2006, that the Netflix series is based. The Fermi paradox, which the dark forest hypothesis attempts to explain, is itself very intriguing. Reports of alien and UFO sightings keep coming up every now and then. In January 2024 itself, people in Miami as well as Brazil reported seeing a 10-foot tall alien creature. Also, a jellyfish UFO footage from a US military base in Iraq from 2018 was released at the start of the year. Even the latest Russia-Ukraine war has had reports of UFO sightings associated with it. But is there any truth to them? Believers are of the opinion that all this is true, and things are being deliberately hidden by people in power. But for the skeptics, these are mere figments of public imagination, illusions hyped by the press as UFO sightings. But the fact that we don't have any conclusive evidence of alien contact yet is, well, strange. So where are the aliens? And why have they not contacted us yet? Welcome to the alluring world of the Fermi paradox. There are billions of galaxies in the universe, and each galaxy has billions of stars inside it. Somewhere in this vast infinite universe, there is a huge possibility of another alien civilization existing. Yet, no one has contacted us yet. That, in simple words, is the Fermi paradox. How did this paradox get its name? One fine summer afternoon in 1950, a group of physicists involving the likes of Enrico Fermi, Edward Teller, whose names you might be able to recall from the latest Oscar clincher flick, Oppenheimer, and other physicists were having lunch in the Los Alamos National Laboratory in New Mexico. As you would imagine, when a bunch of physicists have lunch, they invariably discuss stars, space, and soon the conversation veers towards recent UFO sightings and their credibility. In the course of the discussion, Fermi apparently blurted out something to the effect of, "But where is everybody?" and that is the origin of the fascinating Fermi paradox. Several interesting explanations exist for the paradox. Number 1. Have we not listened properly? Are they, the aliens, sending signals in a format in which we are not listening? Are they sending signals at frequencies lower or higher than what our infrastructure is equipped to detect? Or is it that what we consider noise has signals from them embedded within? We are just not equipped to hear from the vast universe. It's not possible to hear from all directions at all times. Are we thus ending up missing the important signals? This means that we're completely dependent on coincidences when it comes to detecting radio signals from an alien civilization. If our radio antennas are pointed at exactly that direction from which a hypothetical alien civilization is sending us signals, and tuned to the exact frequency at which they are sending, then, and only then, we may hear something from them. Number 2. Humans have not listened for long enough. One more limiting factor is time. Human existence is for a very tiny slice of time compared to the billion-year history of our universe. We exist for such a short time that maybe we'll never get to listen long enough to hear something from an extraterrestrial civilization. Also, radio transmission technology was developed by us only in 1895, meaning we've been sending out signals for a very short while, in comparison to cosmological timescales, making our detection by any possible alien life out there difficult. Number 3. The dark forest hypothesis. Another reasoning given to explain the paradox is the dark forest hypothesis. Liu Cixin, in his 2008 novel, The Dark Forest, gives a literary solution for the Fermi paradox. He says that multiple alien civilizations exist, but they choose to remain silent, because they consider any other intelligent life form apart from themselves a future threat. So they believe that communication is dangerous. In his novel, Liu talks about his fictional universe as a dark forest full of armed hunters stalking through the trees like a ghost. Number 4. Is our Earth deliberately being avoided? Are we the guinea pigs of aliens? Are we no more than an ET civilization's laboratory rats? Are we mere pieces in someone else's simulation? This hypothesis gives just that reasoning for the Fermi paradox. It says that alien civilizations already know about us, but are deliberately not contacting us, because they're overseeing our natural development and evolution. Maybe they're watching us all the time, hiding somewhere. Number 5. Alien life is already here, unacknowledged. The last and the most widely believed explanation is that they're already here. The many UFO sightings we hear and read about every now and then are given as proof of this hypothesis. The truth is that many normal phenomena are sometimes mistaken as UFOs. But on the other hand, it is also true that many such sightings have yielded no explanation even after thorough investigation. The scientific explanation for these phenomena is that although unexplained, they can't be accepted as convincing evidence. Another view is also that SETI, or the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, and NASA are preventing information about positive detections of alien life from coming out. Why would they do that? Well, they might be fearing that if such advanced extraterrestrial technology falls into the wrong hands, it might lead to jeopardizing the security of the larger public. Some people believe that the detection of a radio signal from an alien life form is the most highly secret information that exists today. These are just some of the explanations that exist for the Fermi paradox. While no one really knows the answer to Fermi's question of, "But where is everybody?" a scientist had once tried to explain the Fermi paradox by tying a rope to a bucket. He then stood on a boat and scooped out ocean water using the bucket, but found nothing. But we know so many life forms exist in the ocean worlds. Maybe it's just the same with our universe. There are many alien life forms out there, but the area we are sampling is nothing compared to the vast ocean of the universe. Anyway, three-body problem provides a fresh twist to the WOW signal, and brings it back to the conversation table, introducing it to Gen Z, who might have never heard of it before.
Prepare yourself for something very strange.
Who knows? It might spur renewed efforts to find the origins of this mysterious signal we received almost 45 years ago, and in the process, provide a new direction to our search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And be sure to subscribe to Lab 360 for the latest revelations in space exploration. Hit the bell icon to stay updated, and let's continue to explore together.